Whenever the issue of traditionalism comes around, you often find men on the fringes are dragged into the conversation. The real men of traditional mindset often invoke the alpha male rule to discard MGTOWs, incels, and many times MRAs as feminine soy males. Interestingly, the insult they derive is from the right wing, but is now applied to men who cannot get laid and men who point out how relationships are not worth it in current year, and men who point out what they believe to be true about women. Just imagine for a moment, leaving your alpha male at a side. Why would someone want to blame men who cannot get laid but want to get laid? Isn't it just a fact that women seek fewer men at the top and thus males at the bottom would be left without a partner? Of course, there are always few males going to be at the bottom. So why mock them? You'd also have been imagining, if you are a noob traditionalist, the traditionalists all over the country from where you are would stand in compliance with eternal truths. You would wonder then why these guys, these alpha chads, lost to feminists essentially. Surprisingly, traditionalists generally also have an aversion to MGTOWs and MRAs. You would wonder why, considering both are pointing to real nature of women, essentially, at least rhetorically. But you would be wrong. Traditionalists historically never did that to any effect. The reason why feminism won is because of the same protective instincts which forced traditionalists to shame people who actually have mostly similar views to them about women. But once anti feminists and MAGTOWs actually defeated feminist rhetoric, these alphas came out of their holes and started acting tough. But somehow these valiant warriors were defeated by pink haired SJWs and were losers since whenever feminism officially began. Men who largely consider themselves alpha with respect to women. You might be a wise guy, but still involuntarily celibate. You might have served in military, but want to go your own way. And you might have been fighting the degenerates on the front line. But if you are not game enough to provide to women, white women in case of ethno-nationalists, then damn, you cannot be real men. Just like a liberal thinks you are less if you did not have sex with many women. Traditionalists evaluate your value, but just with your ability to please one woman. Women facing imminent danger of Islam and trans women are content with colluding with these guys by throwing bones at them, and they readily oblige. The choice is on you as to whether you wish to whore out your masculinity to these guys who boast strength against men and exhibit weakness against women. Stand in accordance with truth, choose wisely.